Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a super quick tutorial using the new Master Palette by Mario from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is Gorgina, along with some perfectly complementary colors from the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. And I am so happy to be able to bring you this little look because I was not going to pick up the Mario palette. Like I was, and then I was like, oh, I don't need it. And then I just caved and was like, okay, I'm gonna grab it. And so I did. And now I'm completely thrilled that I picked it up. This palette is so beautiful. It has just an array of really warm colors along with some shimmer colors, and I was super happy to put some of these colors to use. And so if you are interested on how I got this look, just go ahead and keep on watching. All right, y'all, so let's get started. So to start, I've already primed my lids and also done my brows, and I have set the primer on my lids with the color Burnt Orange from the Modern Renaissance palette. We'll be using a combination of the two today. I'm going to go in with the color Isabel, so that's this one right here, on my Morphe M433 brush. These colors are really pigmented, and we're just going to put that right into the crease. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to take my RCMA powder. I've transferred it into another container with a sifter, and my e.l.f., I think this is the contour brush from e.l.f., just to get a little powder. That is a lot of powder. And we're just going to stamp it right along there, just to kind of sharpen up the edge without needing to use tape. All right. I definitely want a warmer kind of transition color. I mean, the whole palette is fairly warm, but that will help warm it up even more. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Realgar from the Modern Renaissance palette. Just a little bit on that same Morphe brush. I want the transition to be really, really warm. And then I'm going to take a clean Morphe E27 and just blend that out. We're going to take the Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Eye Color in the shade in the shade Chocolate. And I'm just going to lay this down as a base for the next color from the Mario palette, just so it can really show true to color. And it does already, but I really want it to be impactful, and this will help. And then we will take Morphe E22 brush and blend that out. Just buff out the edges so everything blends really well. So now for the star of the show, we are going to take a flat shader brush. This is the Morphe S4. Just a little flat brush there. And we're going to go into the color Paris, which is just right here. Now these colors are pretty powdery, and so I've done my eye makeup first to kind of prevent any fallout. And then we're gonna take that clean E27 brush and just buff out the edges and make sure everything blends beautifully. And sometimes you can even tilt your head back a little bit so you can make sure that everything's blending. The Luxie small taper blending brush, I'm going to go into the color Violetta. That's the deep brown shade in the palette, the deep brown matte shade in the palette. And we're going to pick up a little bit of that to deepen up the outer corners. And I'm going to take this into the outer third of the eye because I want this look to be pretty smoky. Now with that same Luxie small taper blending brush, I'm going to go into Cypress Umber from the Modern Renaissance palette. And this is super pigmented, so you only need a little bit. And I'm going to keep that in the very outer corner of my eye. Now I'm going to go into the shade Fifth Avenue. That's this middle one right there. And we're going to highlight the inner corner, which I very rarely do. But this gold is so pretty, it's perfect for this exact step. I'm going to line my waterline with the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes waterproof liner. Whatever black pencil floats your boat, you can do that. So I am going to go off camera, put on some lashes, do my face makeup, and then we will finish off the eye look and be done. I'll be right back. Alright, so to go ahead and finish, we're going to take a flat shader brush like this guy here, and we're going to go into the color Violetta. That's the dark brown shade that we use in the Mario palette. And just get some of that there. And we're going to put this really tight along the lower lash line, just right up against the lashes, or the waterline. And you want to go ahead and make sure you connect it kind of around the eye there. And now that you have that all done, so that was a Morphe 432. Yeah, 432, that was our flat shader brush. And now we're going to take the E18 from Morphe, and I'm going to go into the color Lula to kind of blend that out a little bit and really smoke it out. And make sure you kind of get around the corner of the eye to make sure it's all pretty seamless. Alright, so the eyes are almost done. With the exception, we're going to hit it the bottom lash line with some mascara. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes. My favorite mascara. Now that we managed not to poke our eye out, we'll go ahead and finish off the look with the lip. This is Noisette from Jouer. And let's see. This is our final look. I'm gonna fix my hair a little bit and I will be right back. This is the final look using the Master Palette by Mario along with the Modern Renaissance palette. And I just wanted to take a quick minute to A, tell you that I love this palette. I'm so glad that I picked it up. And B, there were a couple shadows that I didn't use in the palette today that I wanted to go ahead and swatch for you. So on my lid, as you saw, I used Paris. We used Fifth Avenue in the inner corner, and then Violetta on the outer corner, as well as Isabel through the crease and Lula along the lower lash line. But the colors that I didn't use included Bronx, which is this beautiful olive color, which is honestly the reason that I picked it up, because I've been obsessed with olive, and I used it the other day and I absolutely loved it. So first we have the color Bronx, which is that beautiful olive green color. Right next to it we have Claudia. The next one over is NYC, which is a more of a kind of berry violet, beautiful cranberry shade. And the last one swatched is Kim, which is a beautiful bronzy kind of color. So those are the shades there that I didn't use today. And they're just so pretty, so buttery. I mean, just like all the quality of the Anastasia shadows, they're wonderful and really pigmented. One of my concerns with getting this palette, I really wanted to swatch it first before I picked it up. I just wasn't sure that the colors were going to be pigmented enough for darker skin, which I'm not really sure why I had that thought, because Anastasia, her shadows are wonderful, damn near legendary, and I have never had any issues with them not showing up on my skin tone. But I just wanted to be sure before I made the commitment. In particular, the olive shade, the Fifth Avenue shade, or no, I'm sorry, the Bronx is the name of the color, which is this beautiful kind of olive green color, which is the first one on my hand here. And it is so pretty. And while it is very pigmented, it's not quite as a deep olive that I would prefer, but I do lay down a base underneath it. I have a olive eye crayon that I put underneath it and then place this olive color called the Bronx on top, and it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So if you were questioning whether or not to pick up this, I definitely recommend this palette. It is a wonderful, wonderful complement to the Modern Renaissance palette. They really, really pair well together. All the warm colors in here definitely go so beautifully with this palette as well. I definitely think it is brown girl approved. It is definitely going on my vacation with me. I've pretty much decided with all of the shimmers in this palette and the nice warm neutrals in this palette, these are the winners. These are what go away in my travel makeup bag as I make my grand journey across the seas. So anyway, I am so glad that you tuned in today. If you really enjoy this kind of style of get ready with me tutorial, review, whatever we want to call it, definitely go ahead and give this a thumbs up. If you like it, and I really, really like it, go ahead and share it with your friends. And as always, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, what on earth are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that button down below. And as always, I love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.